Whether you have a little space or a lot of space in your home, many of us struggle with the same area, and that is clutter. Have you ever been in the position where you have company coming and it takes you an entire day or even a couple of days to get the house ready for that company? I used to be that person. I was a slob, a major slob. But I've mended my ways and I've learned how to keep a clutter-free home so that now it only takes me a few minutes to tidy up the house each and every day. For me, coming home to a tidy home is peaceful, it's calm, it's my oasis away from the chaos. And it saves me so much time knowing where everything is because everything has a home. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to incorporate home decor into your home that also helps with organization. So organizing, but in a pleasing aesthetic way. So let's get organized. Tip number 1, create a home for all those little items that you toss, like a catch-all tray. Place a catch-all tray, say at your entry, on your entry table, a place where you can keep your keys, keep a little note for yourself as a little reminder about things while you're heading out the door. Keep a little dish or tray for your jewelry or a home for the little soap pump in the kitchen. Or keep a little tray on your dresser for the wallet, the loose change, the jewelry, all of those little items that can make things look messy when they're just tossed, but when they're contained in a dish or in a home, they don't look quite as cluttered. And then it's an easy little tray or dish to scoop up and put the little items away when needed. We keep a tray on our cocktail table, and that keeps everything organized, a home for our canisters of M&Ms when we want to nibble, our remotes, and the coasters. Organizing tip number 2, place a small cabinet that has doors or drawers and adjustable shelving, and place that cabinet in your entryway or your mud room or a laundry room. This is a perfect place to kick off your boots or shoes and place them in. You can place a basket in the top shelf with your gloves, your hat, a basket for all the dog items like the leash, the other care items that you might need when taking the dog out. All those little things that when they're out, a boot tray is great, but all of them are out and it tends to start to look cluttered. So keeping them tucked away and hidden, they're still easy to access, but they're hidden away. Think about keeping a small cabinet in the bathroom. Some of us have linen closets that are great for towels and things, but some don't, or sometimes that linen closet is just too small to store everything. If you have the space, a small cabinet or even a small table with a couple of drawers to keep extra rolls of toilet paper or rolled up towels for easy access for guests, extra toiletries. It's a great little way to be able to tuck and store those things away. Think about a small cabinet in the bedroom in lieu of a dresser. If you have a smaller bedroom space, say in a guest bedroom, or your master doesn't have a whole lot of space for a dresser, think about a small cabinet. This you can easily roll t-shirts into or keep socks, underwear, personal items like that in, and it's decorative and beautiful, but also keeps things organized to store. Organizing tip number 3, utilize baskets. Baskets are perfect for organization. They're so versatile. They come in so many different styles, different sizes, and they're great for storing items in a pleasing aesthetic way. Think about keeping a basket on the end of your sofa to store away all those throws that the family may grab on chilly nights. Think about keeping a basket, as I mentioned before, using a shallower basket for gloves and hats to keep tucked away so it's an easy place to go and grab on those chilly days when you're heading outdoors. Use baskets in the bathroom as a laundry hamper. A taller, deeper basket would be perfect for that. Baskets are perfect for throwing all the kids' toys in. Say you have grandkids and they have their thing of toys, keep those in baskets so you can tuck them away in the closet when they're not there. Or utilize baskets in the toy room for all the stuffies. Keep a basket at the bottom of your stairs if you have a 2-story home. That basket can be perfect for your catch-all for things that need to go upstairs during the day. It keeps you from having to go up and down the stairs, just loading up that basket throughout the day of things that need to go back up and carry it up later in the day and then put those things away. Put the basket back at the bottom of the stairs for the next day. In the home gym, I utilize this wooden basket to keep all of the loose equipment organized with yoga mats, the foam roller, weight belt, and all of my bands. My nightside table is always an area of issue for me, and it still is today, and I think I figured out a solution for that. My nightside table always looks cluttered, and the reason it looks cluttered is because I have all of those I need these items to be easily accessible and grabbable every day sitting out, and none of them have a home. I've got my clock that also charges my phone out. I have my watch charger. I've got my watch. I have my readers, my book, my earbuds. All of these things are out and sitting on my nightside table every day because I use them every day. But we need to come up with a solution, and my solution is I am going to be on the hunt for a decorative box that I think is pretty, I love it, and it's a place that I can put all of those items away and then maybe set my book that I read on top of that. I do have a nightside table with a drawer, and this is great as well. Nightside tables with drawers, you can stow away the remote if you have a TV in your room, you can stow away your journal if you journal, a notepad to jot down your thoughts before you go to bed so you sleep better, pens, those kinds of things you can keep in that drawer. But I'm talking about the things that I need to just grab. And those I think I'm going to be on the hunt for a decorative box. And while we're talking about the bedroom, number one thing that you can do every day to help make your bedroom look more organized is make your bed. Making your bed at the beginning of the day is a way to set the day right. It keeps your bedroom looking tidy, and it just gives you a good mindset before you get going. Organizing tip number 6 takes us into the kitchen. Utilizing canisters is a great way to keep things organized on the countertops. Now, you don't have to purchase something that is specifically made as a kitchen canister. Get creative with pots and vases. Utilize those to toss all your spoons in that you use for cooking every day. That makes those utensils easy to grab and use, easy to put away because you're using them all the time. And it just looks a little unique if you use something other than the typical kitchen canister. Several years back, I had these little pots and they came with succulents in them. Well, my succulents have different kinds of homes. You know, those of you who've been following along, I like to keep those in blue glass. So a great new use for them is to use them for keeping my utensils for cooking organized. Our next organizing tip while we're talking about utensils is to go through your utensil drawer. Go through all of your kitchen drawers. Take the time to maybe take a drawer a day, go through, get rid of anything that you don't use. Say you've got some pots in the drawers that are looking pretty shabby. You never use them because you like the nicer ones and you would prefer to use those. Why do we hang on to these things? Get rid of it. Go through the pantry. Look at labels. Get rid of things that are expired. If you have something in your pantry that you picked up because you thought you might want it, but really you're not going to eat it and it's still good, maybe give it to somebody else who would enjoy it. A great way to organize is to get rid of stuff. Par down what you have. When there's too many things in the pantry or the drawers, you tend to just grab what's on top or what's in front, and what's in the back gets left behind and forgotten. Keep things organized in a way where you can see them. Clear canisters are perfect for this. Clear Tupperware is perfect for this. Use your label maker. When you bring things home that are in bags like cereals, flour, sugar, those kinds of things, place them in clear containers, label them of what they are. This will make your pantry look so much tidier, and you know exactly what you have and how much of it you have left because the canister is clear. My next tip for keeping things looking clutter-free but pleasing to the eye when they're out, think about using antique dishes, something that is beautiful and not necessarily made or intended for that specific thing, but think about using them in creative ways. I keep an antique glass candy dish on our guest bathroom countertop, and in that, sometimes if I have guests coming to stay over, I'll put cotton swabs and Q-tips in that, so that's available for them. Or if we're having dinner party guests, I do use that candy dish for mints so that when they're washing their hands, there's a nice mint for them if they'd like to freshen up. Use beautiful crystal dishes as your catch-all tray. We're going to be on the hunt for one for our kitchen. Right in front of our coffee maker, we have our cinnamon, our sugar, and I try to keep a nice plant there. We have our stirring spoon as well. And when they're just sitting on the countertop alone, it looks cluttered. They need a home as well. And so we're going to be on the hunt for a beautiful dish. We had one there at Christmas time, but it was a Christmas dish, so that's gone away. Now we need something for every day. Think about maybe using antique vases or canisters for storing your makeup brushes in as well, or your toothbrushes and toothpaste in the bathroom. Again, just because it's in the bathroom doesn't mean you need to shop the bathroom department in a store. Find something that's beautiful and unique and that makes you smile and looks good. The idea is if the home in which you're placing those items that you're trying to organize makes you happy to see them, you're more likely to put things away where they belong. Organizing tip number 9 is a very important one, and it's also a very difficult one for many, and that is the one in, one out rule. If you're bringing something new in, one item needs to go away. Again, coming back to that idea of sometimes more stuff is just more stuff. It creates clutter, things get smushed, and you don't even know what you have. Closets tend to get this way. You might buy a new sweater, you love it, you wear it, you tuck it in your drawer, you wear it all the time because it's on the top. But you have so many sweaters in your drawer that you don't even know what's in there anymore. If you buy a new one, get rid of one you don't wear much anymore or that you've had for a long time. Because the idea is you're bringing in something new, get rid of the old. Donate it, give it to a friend, just get rid of it. The idea is you need to make space. Say you buy that new frying pan because the other one's looking shabby. When you buy the new one, don't put the old one in the drawer, throw it out. If it's looking shabby and everything sticks to it, nobody else wants it, and neither do you. Get rid of it. Go through your t-shirt drawer, pull all the shirts out, flip it over so you have what's on the bottom on top, and start going through those to see, do I even wear all of these? Do I even want all of these anymore? Go through your closet, try things on, look at things. If you've had something in your closet for 20 years, just because it fits doesn't mean you're still gonna wear it. Get rid of it. I was gifted a new pair of slippers for Christmas. It was a request that I had because my other ones were getting kind of yucky. So I've got my new slippers, but while I'm sitting here talking to you right now, I can see the old ones sitting over there. So today, those old ones are going in the trash because I'll never put them back on my feet, and I have the replacement. So one in, another out. My final tip, tip number 10, is take 10 minutes each evening before you go to bed to put things away. Just a quick sweep through the kitchen or the bedroom. Just spend 10 minutes. It doesn't mean that you're going to get everything put away, and it doesn't mean that everything's going to look perfect. But if you just set aside 10 minutes at the end of your day before you go to bed, your home will start to look less cluttered and more organized. This is also a great thing to teach your kids, your grandkids. When your home and your spaces are less cluttered, it creates less stress. It takes away chaos. It creates that calm oasis that we want our homes to be. I'm not telling you you need to be a clean freak, and I'm not saying that I am, and I'm definitely not saying that my house is always perfectly picked up, because it's not. But I am saying that to give that sense of calmness, that sense of peace, de-stressing by knowing where things are. When I was that total slob, I can't tell you how much time I wasted digging around and trying to find things all the time. Sure, I still try to find my keys or where I set my phone down now, but that's an old age brain. I'm talking about creating a home that is functional and looks nice for you. Organization really does improve your quality of life. I hope these 10 tips were helpful for you. Let's get organized this year. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.